All right, back with another rapid game here. We get the move e4 from my opponent. I'm down a little bit on points today. I had lost a couple games, went on a little bit of a tilt, and continued to lose. So I believe I was at 1556. I'm down all the way to 1512, but just a hiccup in the road to our goal of 1800. Get a typical King's Indian defense here. Um, and my options are to pin, uh, or bring the knight. I'll bring the knight. And let's fianchetto this light square bishop. White has a big white center, but we eventually plan to break the center with the move e5. Okay, goes here. This is fine. We're gonna play e5 anyway. If he decides to en passant, we could always just take with the f pawn. Okay, now the position's a bit locked up. Now typically what I want to play here is move this c pawn up and trade this off, but that would lose a pawn straight away. So we have to coordinate our pieces to I have to get my knights on better squares. So I'm thinking drop this knight back, and I could possibly play rook to f5 if we do takes. But yeah, let's just drop this knight back and see what happens from here on. I'm a little congested, but this typically happens in the King's Indian. Okay, now he's gonna try and trade the dark square bishop off. Okay, let's go here. If he doesn't take, we lock out this dark square bishop. And if he decides to go here anyway, this is fine. We'll lock up this position, get this nice connect 4. Okay, we'll lock out the queen, trade off these bishops. Now it's going to be much more difficult for him to get this knight into cemented on the g5 square. Now our next issue that we have to face is opening up this side of the board to get my light square bishop in the game. At this point, I could move this back here. I think I'm just gonna play a5 right away, so I could get this knight outposted here. Okay, he goes for this move. That's fine. He's attacking this pawn, but it's protected twice. Now, I think our next plan of action is gonna have to be to bring this rook to f6, and then pushing the c pawn, and we'll get trade, and then once those pawns are traded off, he'll be attacking the d6 pawn twice, but we will have it defended 3 times over. But let's see what he goes for here. This is a very closed position. It's kind of hard to, make room to set up an attack. Now this pawn's just hanging. The question is it greedy just to grab it? Pawn here, or take the pawn, the free pawn, and he'll obviously move his queen here, here. Can we just drop back? Seems good to me. Okay, what's expected? Drop back. Or do I want to play something else? I mean, I could even bring this knight here now, protecting each other. But I kind of don't want to block off this. Alright, we'll just drop back. We'll take the free pawn and move on with our day. Okay. He wants to threaten my knight here. The question is, am I comfortable enough one pawn up to win an endgame? Not so sure. Now we can continue with this plan. Pushing this pawn. But let's see. So if we push this pawn, he takes. He's threatening my bishop, so I have to take with which pawn is better to take with? Push here, take with this pawn, or push here, take with this pawn. And we have 4 pawns in the center. I think that would be a little better. Expecting to take. We'll take with the B pawn. Get the little backwards flying V here with the pawns. And then see if we could squeeze a advantage out. Take here. Okay. And now we could threaten some stuff quite quickly. Could bring this queen over here. Threaten checkmate in 1. Okay. Moves his rook to the center. Because we do have this backwards pawn now, which is a weakness for sure. But let's just threaten mate in 1. I'm out here putting my eye on the microphone. Put this a little lower. See what he goes for. Because now with this with the queen here where I want it to be attacking on the king side, I could bring this rook up now so it's not blocking these light squares. Okay, he goes for this. Now what do I play here? Play this move. He could just push. Here, 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 and yeah, I'm just locked out. This push actually supports his cause. Okay, let's just play it slow then. Bring this over here. And let's see what he goes for now. He might want to double up. But let's see. I can eventually push the H pawn too. I want to trade this off. This is a really strong knight though. That is for certain. But I'm more comfortable having this light square bishop on the board. He does lock it out though. Now, what is the play to get in here? There's got to be some sort of tactic. Move this over. He could get in with the knight. If I trade this off, he has a passed pawn. What are my options? It really is a difficult position to play. Yeah. Super difficult to see a tactic here. Actually, this is a blunder. Now that I look at it, I could just take this pawn. And he has to move his rook. This pawn is pinned to the king, and this pawn isn't defended, so I could take this pawn. Okay. Very nice. So we're up 2 pawns. He's blundered 2 pawns. And that's the advantage he's given us. But the game is far from over. But this is also a blunder, because now I could just pin his rook to his queen. And I'm winning one of those pieces. Yeah, okay, we get resignation. Okay, this is a nice slow game. Very positional, I would say. Let's see what the engine gives us. Let's switch to my other screen. Whoops, let me make sure. Yeah, my camera's still on. Okay, it gives us an 83.6. I got 1 mistake, 1 miss, 3 inaccuracies. Okay, let's go through the game here. Get all book moves, typical King's Indian setup. Book moves up until this. I assume, yeah, it wanted e5 right away. Yeah, of course. Typical stuff for the King's Indian. But yeah, what I like to do in the King's Indian is either if I don't play this right away, I like to pin the knight, but I do like to move this bishop before I attack with e5. But yeah, it's probably better here. Definitely better here to just go with e5 right away. Okay, this isn't an accuracy. You missed an opportunity to increase the bishop scope by moving it to a better square. Wanted bishop to a6, I assume. Oh no, they wanted me to drop the bishop back. I guess focusing it more on the king side attack. Okay, interesting stuff. This is a mistake. I play the best move, trade off. This permits the opponent to win material through an eventual fork. Okay, yeah, that was a free pawn, the first free pawn. Drop back. But this is a mistake. You overlook an opportunity to increase bishop. Did it want c8 again? Okay, it really wanted c8. I guess because you bring the queen here, and then threaten checkmate here. Okay. Regardless, I think this is completely fine. Definitely more equal the way I played it. This is another inaccuracy from him. Another inaccuracy, but starting mate, so at this level, that's always a good thing to do. And then yeah, this is just a blunder. Loses a pawn. Wait, where is he? Wait, how does this lose a pawn? What did I miss? What did I miss, engine? Takes here. Takes. Ah. Okay. And then push this. Gotcha. And then, yeah, he's pretty much cooked. What does he even play? Yeah, he just loses this. Right? Or no? Oh, and then he goes back here. Okay. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Okay, cool. So I missed that. I missed that tactic. Sacking the bishop. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, it was a difficult position to play, but yeah, then he hangs his pawn, and then it's game over. Blunders right away after. This says it's an excellent move, but I guess the engine's just assuming he's already lost. Um, what moves did it want here? This is excellent. It's not going to show me what best is, but all right. The engine gives me 1750. Uh, a decent game, not perfect. I didn't see a couple of tactics, but regardless, we move on our way back up.